Nerd Ryan here, and today we're going to be talking about Superman Red Son. So this is an animated DC movie. We're still going to be doing these when we do the other superhero movies. And it's about basically if Superman landed in communist Russia in the 50s instead of rural America. So basically what happens is we start out with a kid getting bullied. Name I cannot pronounce. It's hard for me, but it's Superman. It's Clark, but not Clark. Where he runs off and gets defended by this little redhead girl, and then he explains to her that he's scared of hurting them, not them hurting him, and shows her that she's got powers, and announces that announces that he should turn in his powers to the government to better Russia. So he becomes basically a puppet of Russia through Stalin, and kind of just becomes a super weapon during the Cold War. America gets afraid, so they turn to Lex Luthor, who basically builds a American Superman, and not the Superman that we know. But yeah, so he goes and sends this bizarro Soviet Superman off to fight Superman. After Superman actually saves America too from a Russian satellite. But yeah, goes and fights, and then Superman stops the other one while it explodes. He also finds out that Stalin's got gulags and stuff like that. So he kills Stalin and becomes a Russian leader. During this time, he fights Brainiac, a Russian Batman, befriends Wonder Woman, and stuff like that. Over time, Lex Luthor becomes president and plans to stop Superman with the Green Lantern Corps. As he befriends Wonder Woman after Batman kills himself, instead of working with Superman, she also decides to not work with Superman. They end up falling apart. Then the Green Lantern Corps comes to fight Superman. In that, he basically slaughters them all, but is stopped by Wonder Woman, who gives him one more chance. He turns her down. Then he decides that him and Brainiac, which he reprogrammed, needs to destroy America. In doing that, he also realizes that Brainiac was using him, so him and Lex team up to fight Brainiac and defeat him. And then Brainiac tries to launch a black hole bomb on United States ground, so Superman takes him far away out of the galaxy and is presumed dead. When he dies, Lex Luthor resigns as president, which I forgot to mention he's married to Lois Lane through the movie. But yeah, so he resigns as president, decides that he's going to retire, and that Jimmy Olsen will take over as president, who was the VP. And turns out that Superman survived and is now living in America as a reporter. And that's basically how the movie ends. It's a lot to tackle in an hour and a half, surprisingly. They kind of did the same thing that they did for the last Batman one that we did, that was the Lovecraft one. Because it feels like it has to establish everything in this Elseworlds reality, when really it should be more focusing on the story at hand. But I still got a kick out of it and thought it was pretty fun. It was weird hearing Russian Superman, but also at the same time there's a lot of philosophical arguments in this, which I thought was very interesting. But yeah, so I'm going to give this movie a 7 out of 10. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell, and follow me on all my social media down below.